Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Attack of the Show. I'm Kevin Pereira. Olivia is out, so joining me, special co-host of the day, Miss Alex Simwai.
Hey, we're coming to you from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
Yes, and hey, on the show today, we're going to have the best of the internets all wrapped up in a neat little package of curiosities and box wine explosions. You might also know it as Around the Net, yeah. Then Weston Scott learns the martial art of Muay Thai. And then promptly gets his ass handed to him in lethal defense. Yeah, it's not good.
And later, Alison Brie from Community will join us on set to talk about her semi-naked past.
I love her.
And we'll revisit the Nerd MMA segment in an AOTS classic where we pit two professional fighters against each other in bouts of physical and nerd prowess.
That's right. But first, there's a lot of things on the internet. So we really need to be dropping loads of videos.
Yeah, like bears playing hockey with laser sticks, for example.
Yeah, or dogs making out with unconscious ladies. Yeah. Wait, is that how you look when you're making out with a dog? Let me see that again. Yeah, that's just grab it by the muzzle. Get in there. Let's go around the net.
The mouse you're about to meet has a taste for pricey soundtracks, too. From the highs of the Carpenter... It's a song called Top of the World.
Oh, yeah, the Carpenters, huh? Huge Carpenters fans here?
It's a church song. Big church song. To the lows of the Doors' Ode to the Apocalypse, The End.
Oh, and thrown in for good measure, Survivor's Pitch Perfect training tune, Eye of the Tiger.
Got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. I'm on the top of the world.
This is the end. Beautiful friend of our elaborate plans.
I like it.
I love it. And I don't, I hate to put a little damper on it, but roids.
Oh.
Telling you, gotta be.
His little tiny mousticles gave it away.
Yeah, that's it. You can see him right there. Today's number 4 clip is from the religious show Talk God.
Ah.
Huh?
My show, God Talk.
You have God Talk?
Yeah, God Talk. We compete.
I'm chat with the G's. But Talk God demonstrates what happens when you don't watch enough mainstream TV.
And apparently Will Smith's rap that opens the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is unrecognizable if you've only spent your days reading up on the Corinthians.
Oh, that's great.
He says, I'm a newly born-again Christian and would like to share my story of salvation with you. I was born in West Philadelphia and also raised there. I spent most of my days playing basketball on a playground, but also chilling out and relaxing. But then one day, a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my living area. I ended up getting into a fight, which terrified my mother. As a result, she sent me away from West Philadelphia to the most peaceful area of Bel Air.
That's from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But it says that his license plate says fresh. There are dice in his mirror.
I love it. Which is the best Kenny Loggins song ever?
Highway to the Danger Zone, is that the... Yeah.
Oh, and also, do you know Laura Branigan's song?
Oh, Self-Control!
Yes!
Yeah.
What?
watching an introduction like that, how can sports possibly be as exciting?
Wait, hockey isn't played by skating bears with laser sticks?
Look, they say that the average person eats a few spiders while sleeping, okay?
I did not know that was a factual fact.
You really didn't know that?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, well, it happens. But based on this video, we know that spiders aren't the only things that make their ways into our mouth holes at night. I gotta stabilize myself here. Let me just pow that eyebrow.
Get some leverage. Oh my God.
He's getting down. But you know what? As bad as that was, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, it's true. Puppies, especially cute ones, are notorious for drawing penises on people's faces with permanent marker while they sleep, and
look it up.
Bad.
Animal Planet. She DVRs it.
Coming in at number 1 today is something you should never ever try, but you should definitely watch because it's awesome.
Yeah. We've all enjoyed our fair share of the box wine before, right?
Every Tuesday.
There you go. But none of us have ever tried to put box wine into a microwave.
Yeah, and turns out there's a really good reason for that.
Okay, assuming that isn't shenanigans, what happened to the box wine? They don't show that.
The same thing that happens to everything you put in the microwave for too long.
What?
It's traveling through time.
Whoa!
I believe I shall spend this quiet evening at home crafting out a reconstruction effort that shall not place undue burdens on our brethren from the south. Mary, put on your fancy bonnet. We are going to the theater tonight. Eric, what a pleasant flight from Frankfurt, no? Now let us just take this docking nice and easy, huh? Be careful! Oh, Eric, you're worrying too much!
Okay, that's great. You know, I've got some great ideas for 3 new Star Wars movies, okay? Han Solo tracks down the remnants of the Imperial fleet, only to discover that Leia is... Yeah! No, now they're prequels! And there's going to be a racist fish and a CG rabbit from the planet Jamaica. And then we're going to watch a race for 25 minutes! Woo! Oh, yeah! That's the way we do it down here.
Still ahead, Weston Scott learns a fighting technique and then gets his ass kicked with it.
That's coming up right after this.
Oh. Yeah, no, again, do it again. This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Sony Pictures Legion, now in theaters.
From Hollywood to Bollywood. Geek Goddess. Hamle ke show.
Let's face it, Weston Scott is is a certified badass.
Yes, it's true, but even he needs more than one lesson to really master a martial art, and he found that out the hard way when he tried to learn Muay Thai in this lethal defense.
Muay Thai is arguably one of the most brutal but yet elegant martial arts out there. We're at Muay Thai School USA today to show you why.
Muay Thai was developed in Thailand with its origins dating back hundreds of years.
What makes Muay Thai so effective?
Because Muay Thai we have 8 weapons. Boxing you can use only hand. Kickboxing you can use hand and your leg. For Muay Thai we have 2 feet, 2 elbow, 2 knee and 2 leg. That means 8 weapons.
This, in addition to the powerful techniques that Muay Thai utilizes, is the reason why so many MMA fighters train in Muay Thai.
We're going to go over 3 basic techniques today. We're going to go over the elbow strike, the knee strike, and the Muay Thai kick. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Question is, am I ready?
When you're ready to knee your opponent, at the same time when you push him, you decide for right knee coming up, right leg out. And then pull him in and the knee come up the same time.
Makes me feel like a ragdoll.
How you feeling this one?
Good.
Okay, now when you bring your knee up, open your standing heel. Knee coming up, point your toe and hip out. Bang! How you feeling this one?
Good.
When you decide to do the elbow, you have to step front foot in half step. And then lean your body forward, open back heel. And then twist your hip elbow out. Open your hand. If you make a fit, when you send your elbow out, the power not all the way through. And then the elbow is not sharp enough. How you feeling this one?
Good.
See, like yo-yo, your body like yo-yo, right? In and out. When you check the distance already, right?
Okay.
Before you kick, open your front heel. Left hand protecting. And then when you bring your leg up, swing right hand. Let's make more power. Ready?
There's no way I want that making contact with my head.
It's good. It's good. Keep your legs straight.
I only did a fraction of what these guys go through on a daily basis, and you could already see on my shin and my foot how red it's getting. We're going to move it on to the ring.
Using the Muay Thai techniques that I learned today, I thought it'd be interesting to see how it would fare against one of their top instructors in the ring.
I want clean fight. I want fair fight. Obey my command at all times. Stop.
Unfortunately, a day of training wouldn't nearly be enough to hold up against one of their best. But I got a few hits in.
There was so much skill and technique behind Dan's fighting, I was rendered just useless. I might as well just have laid on the ground.
Well, one thing you do have to know in the clinch is that when your head was down, I was simulating elbows to the back of your head.
Just so you know, though, while you were simulating elbows, I was simulating I was in a happy place.
Oh.
Definitely don't try this at home. And if you've only had one day's lesson, don't step in the ring. Is it round 1 over yet? Oh.
He still did better than I would have done. Really, I always thought like Muay Thai was like a special grip to use at a soap parlor.
Okay, now if you want to find out what the next big developments in music technologies are going to be, you've got to head to the NAMM convention in Anaheim.
Yes, it's basically like a CES for music gear, and my lovely co-host got to have her own musical playtime pretty recently, huh?
Yeah.
A couple days ago, give or take.
I was like, like that. I'm here at NAMM where the hottest names in music come to showcase their newest instruments, and I'm gonna get my hands on all of them! So what goes on here at NAMM?
Music, music, and more music. The buyers, which are music store owners from all around the world, come here to see the latest products from the manufacturers. And then they come here to buy those products and get them out to consumers as fast as they can. It's the world's largest music store right here in Anaheim, California.
I think a lot of the people who come to NAMM are more kind of, they're sort of tech geeks, You come here and you see the equipment and it's almost like going to a toy store, For instance, here at Ableton Live, they're showing off my personal favorite, which is the Novation Launch Pad. It's a little box, it has 64 buttons, but you can trigger every single aspect of Ableton Live with this little box. It's bus powered, so, you don't have to plug it in. You can pretty much go anywhere with a laptop in this thing and really have a full mobile studio at your disposal.
Well, everyone loves Korg, so we're here at their stand with James here, who's going to show us what the Wave Drum is, which is their new release at the moment. So what is that?
It's getting a lot of buzz at the show. It is an electronic percussion synthesizer, but unlike other products out there, first of all, this does not use samples. It uses physical modeling, which is just a really techie way of saying like Uber math to make the sound instead of just a recording of an actual instrument. You'll also notice that it has a real drum head. That's also unlike anything else on the market right now. So you pick up all these nuances. Look, I can mute it.
Okay.
I can even bring in a sitar. If you don't want to carry around a whole set of congas and a whole set of djembes and everything else, you got it all right here. You plug it in and you go.
What if someone broke wind on it?
You know what? I've never actually had anybody try that. Would you like to be the first?
I'm afraid I don't have one brewing. Oh wow, did you hear that? It's like the beach, like seaside. Okay, we're here at the Inspired Instruments booth, and we've got the next step for gamers who want to become real guitarists.
This is the bridge between video games and real music. And from the very inception, we decided to take this wonderful commonality of the colored buttons, turn it into real frets and real strings. The idea was to make a gamer feel comfortable and feel good about playing real music instead of just a video game.
Check me out! I'm shredding! The biggest DJ news at NAMM is the new Pioneer CDJ system. So what's this all about?
The CDJ2000 is a revolutionary player. CDJ2000 plays all types of media, so you can use USB sticks, hard drives, you can use SD cards in the card slot, you can even play the traditional compact disc. And you can navigate all your music on this big color screen and just choose your tracks you want. The thing we added new on the CDJ2000 is the lighted jog wheel, and that basically helps you when you're in a dark club environment. You can get to your controls easy, and it also blinks when the track is starting to end. Coolest thing about this unit is actually you can tap one source of content. Let's say I have a USB thumb drive, and it's called a link feature, and I can actually link up to 4 players with just one thumb drive. It's very cool.
Yeah. So how good do you need to be to learn how to use these?
They're very easy to use. So I'm going to use the hotkeys real quick. You want to give it a try? Try it out.
I'll have a go. Okay.
There you go.
Wow, Nam, that's some pretty impressive stuff you got there. You could almost teach us Brits a thing or two about music. Almost. Still ahead, Chris Hardwick is here with the Nexus One in Gadget Con. Will it destroy the iPhone or just sit quietly behind it? Who knows?
Find out then. Alison Brie from Community will join us in studio to talk about flashing people in college. So, set your DVRs.
Yeah, okay.
And later, we'll revisit the Nerd MMA Challenge and an AOTS flashback. Are MMA fighters as good as telling wizards from elves as they are at throwing punches? Find out after this. Are we not?
No, I can't even get them out.
Spezialbier. Of all the Android phones to hit the market, none has been more highly anticipated than Google's Nexus One.
Chris Hardwick dropped by to review the one Android phone to rule them all in Gadget Prawn. Prawn?
Prawn.
Gadget Prawn.
Chris Hardwick has a G phone.
It's in my pants. After years of rumor and rampant speculation, the first true Google phone has finally arrived. It's Nexus One. Running on Android 2.1, it's got a 3.7-inch AMOLED touchscreen, 5-megapixel camera with flash, and up to 32 gigabytes of expandable storage. Plus, unique features like speech-to-text and active noise cancellation might just make this the best Android phone ever for $179 with a contract.
We have something to wipe. It's got a wang smear. If we can just something to no.
Hey, listen, you know what? It gets moist down there. I don't
get it.
know.
No, you're swampy. It's cool. Good reception, though.
Sorry, Google.
This is definitely one of the sleekest Android devices that we've ever seen. It's just under half an inch thick, which is the same thickness as the old iPhone, if you're keeping track.
They are.
Weighs a little less, though, about 4.5 ounces. Is it the coolest Android phone out there, though? It certainly looks like it.
I absolutely think it's the coolest Android phone. They did such a nice job. I like the Droid, but a Droid feels a little heavy and bricky to me. It's such a sleek design. I love like little touches, like the trackball has an indicator light on it that you get different alerts right there.
Right.
It lights up.
It even changes colors if apps take advantage of it to let you know what type of alert you have.
I like colors and I like shiny things, so I can stare at that for hours and have fun.
Easy. No, focus.
Whoa, what happened? Sandy balls.
Stay with us. Oh.
Is this me?
No, I'm going to go now.
Is this you?
Wait
a minute. I'm sorry, we're improvising all this off the top of our heads.
One of the things
Freeze! You're having a baby. All right, that's an improv. Yeah, that's an improv.
Quick, Google something.
It's an improv game.
One of the things that Nexus 1 has that the iPhone doesn't is a larger AMOLED screen or AMOLED.
AMOLED.
AMOLED
or AMOLED.
However you nerds want to say it.
We don't know what to say.
It's touchscreen, and of course the Android 2.1 operating system is there. How's the overall experience?
I think it's really good. You know, the screen itself is spectacular. It is super vibrant, has a huge 800 by 480 resolution.
Oh.
Touch sensitivity is good, but there is a slight lag. I have to say it's not as responsive as the iPhone, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to be like, "Why don't you shut up about your stupid iPhone?" And I'm like, "How'd you get this number?" But the point is, my point is that if you're switching to this from the iPhone, you're going to notice a difference. If you don't have an iPhone, you won't notice it. There's no multi-touch either, but we have found that some apps will do this, and I'll tell you more about that later on.
You're going to get angry fanboy mails about that one.
It just says that. So it's like just all vowels. I'm like, what are you doing? The buttons on the bottom also take a little bit of poking. There are dedicated buttons at the bottom for home, search, back buttons and stuff.
How's the virtual keyboard on?
Virtual keyboard is second only to the iPhone. I will say word complete is nice to have because the iPhone will just tell you what word it thinks it is, and this actually gives you a choice to pick whatever words it thinks. So the predictive text I think works really well. As for the Android, it is the best implementation that I've seen so far. Performance is better, the interface is cleaner, some nice added widget shortcuts, and live wallpapers, which are really cool. You just stare at the home screen. It's a swirling vortex.
Yeah. It'll distract you for hours and drain your battery, and that's totally okay.
It really does. That's all that matters.
It's the first time I think I picked up the Nexus 1 and I played with one of those wallpapers and went, I kind of wish my iPhone did this.
Yeah.
And then 40 fanboys will jump on your back and tell you to jailbreak and do all sorts of illegal crap to your phone.
Of course.
And that'll let you do it, but
no,
this does it out of the box.
It works really well. It's cool touch.
Certainly doesn't lack in features, but in the past, other Android phones haven't had as much functionality as we'd like. The browser's not multi-touch.
Right.
The camera, it takes bad photos. Have those features improved?
Yeah, for the most part, they really have. The built-in browser is pretty snappy. If you want multi-touch, though, you got to download Dolphin Browser. It's in the Android market. It's free. And you get pinch and zoom. They don't call it multi-touch. You can call it pinch and zoom or thumb and finger or whatever. I don't care what you call it. It's your life. Do whatever you want. This is the best camera yet on an Android phone. 5 megapixels with a flash, and it's got great pictures and video. I was taking pictures in the dark of my dog. That's not my dog.
No,
that's my
go.
dog. There's Scott. That was in the dark.
Hey, startled.
And the camera is great. And the Android market just keeps growing. And there's Scott again. Hey, take two.
Scott.
They're approaching 20,000 apps, and the developer community is going really strong. So open source, good stuff. Everything you need will be in there. Speech to text also works well if you speak slow and deliberate. Kevin has wiener boobs.
Oh. Sure, little known fact, but let's see if Kevin does in fact have wiener boobs. I like that if you curse into it though, it recognizes the. Do you want to try it?
I'll try something.
Go for something.
Pussy cat.
Yeah, let's see. And then you get. No, I gotta stop talking.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, no. It's all right. We'll see at the beginning probably. So now it's analyzing everything. Blank cat.
Oh, there it is.
Blank cat.
Thought I was saying a nasty. Whoa, phone, you.
So it understands it,
just
but it
talking
doesn't
about
put it in
cats, phone.
That's not cool.
How dare you?
At least the iPhone knows that I'm really ducking mad about something.
Really,
I'm like, okay, fine. But this is just like...
I am so pieced off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. There's multitasking on this phone, which is great. Wi-Fi, Gmail integration could not be smoother. Other email accounts are a little tougher to integrate, but if you're a Gmail person, GCal, it will blow you away. Like in a minute, you're done, and it's all synced up. Micro SD is expandable up to 32 gigs, which is really great too.
It's $179 on T-Mobile with a contract, $579 unlocked, so you can take it to any carrier. I guess if you're a world traveler, you want that.
And you're like, I was just going to throw this money into the ocean, but I guess I'll just buy it unlocked for $529.
Yeah. So I mean, well, obviously $529, probably not worth it.
No.
With a contract though,
$179, absolutely. I'm going to say it's on T-Mobile right now. T-Mobile's coverage is not amazing. So when it comes out on Verizon, I think there's going to be a big surge to go after this phone. You get it on T-Mobile right now. It's going to be okay. But a great phone, the best phone they have for sure.
We should say if you are planning on to use it on like AT&T, if you buy unlocked,
no 3G coverage.
3G.
Yeah,
so,
another reason. Yeah. Oh, more money and less features? Sign me up.
Yeah,
you wouldn't say that unless you had a head injury.
Well, what's our rating? Assuming that you haven't been bludgeoned recently and you have the $179 to spend.
This is the best Android device that we have reviewed. I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5. Nice. I think the touchscreen could be a little more, a little snappier, but I mean, for their first effort for Google as a company, a phenomenal phone. They did a really great job.
And that's something they can fix with software down the road easily. This thing has the processing power to be as snappy as they need. And while the Nexus One is trying to take down the iPhone, Apple has a couple other plans.
That's why G4 will be on location to give you wall-to-wall on-air and online coverage at the Apple Press event.
Yes, now, rumors are swirling. We might see a tablet device, a new operating system for the iPhone, a whole lot more, so lots of stuff.
Don't miss AOTS Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Now, this week we actually sent a member of our viewer army on a top-secret special mission.
To film hot stormtroopers taking their clothes off. Oh, yeah!
Attack of the show, Ariana Hardy here in front of the Bordello Bar in Los Angeles. Tonight I'm getting ready to see the Devil's Playground Star Wars Burlesque. Let's head inside and check it out. I am here with Courtney Cruz, the creator and one of the performers in the Devil's Playground Star Wars Burlesque. Tell me a little bit about how this show kind of came to be. I started doing alternative themes, and I think that the combination of Star Wars and Burlesque is great because of the possibilities with costuming. Who are you hoping to see up on stage tonight?
Cliched as it would be, slave outfit Leia, and then again, slave outfit Leia.
A C-3PO, but in body paint.
Tonight I'm doing C-3PO. So I actually already had a C-3PO mask. I never thought that would come back to use. Someday it'll come here. Yeah. Alright guys, well that is it for me from the Burlesque show. Thank you so much to Attack of the Show for making me a member of your viewer army. I'm Ariana Hardy, and I'm gonna go home and throw on my slave Leia bikini, so I'll see you guys later.
He's done it. He's done it as well.
It's contagious.
Yeah.
If you want to enlist in our viewer army and cover an event for us, go to g4tv.com/viewerarmy to get more details.
Stay tuned. Alison Brie from Community is stopping by. Look at him. Look at him.
She'll tell us about her steamy past as the campus flasher.
Community star Alison Brie. You love her. She came by the studio and I believe Kevin made a love connection.
I tried.
He tried his real hardest.
Didn't get the number. All right, you can see our next guest getting a higher education on the hit show Community. Why don't you just take a look?
I hope you've got an army of raisins because I've got a major scoop. In a
October, there was a free Toni Braxton concert on the Quad.
You don't need to remind me.
And when a last-minute mix-up shifted the showtime by an hour, an anonymous text message went out alerting students of the change.
Okay.
Not okay, because the text message was sent exclusively to black students and one French kid named LeBron. That's profiling. This is front page juice. Just gotta find out who sent the text.
Have you called the number that sent it?
Well, nobody's that stupid, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, Allison Brie is here. How are you? What else you got? No, keep clapping. I want to see how many poses we can get out of Allison. Yeah. Oh, the finger, the leaner, the high kick. Oh,
What? Dad, turn the show off.
No, there's no television show being made here. You're fine.
Oh, good. I feel
This was
much
all
more
an elaborate
Should
ruse.
I take off this shirt?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
I just love when people applaud.
Get
It makes me
comfortable.
want to, yeah. I was joking.
She was joking, you guys. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Plus, what?
No.
No, you go, please.
From an early age, were you into the rounds of applause? Like, was there
I
some?
was. I used to put on little shows for my neighbors with my sister.
Did
We
your
were like
parents
little
force the neighbors to
vaudeville
watch?
kids.
Was it one of those things like,
No.
here, look at my kids, and they're like, oh crap, what are they gonna do now?
So cruel. They would hire us. Like the little old lady next door who was deaf and blind was like, you guys are
Did
great.
she know she was hiring
like,
you?
You guys are the greatest. Come perform at my party.
I love that the deaf blind woman thought you were fantastic, so you knew
and that's
that.
when I knew it was my calling. So it's been great ever
And
since.
you'd put on shows for her?
Yeah. I mean,
Those are very
you made it
specialized
sound
shows.
so naughty. Like, and you'd put on shows.
Well,
for
no,
her.
I just mean like
She couldn't see, so we'd have to take her hands and kind of. Never mind.
Thank you.
It was like garden party, and we'd sing and be cute.
Okay.
We were little girls.
Okay, no, that's excusable. I didn't do anything. I simply asked a question.
Kevin.
Don't let the guilt from your childhood that you clearly stole from this blind deaf woman, your performing arts for her.
Oh,
don't let
my
that. Don't let
dark
trickle over here.
past.
Congrats on getting here in the rain, by the way.
Thanks, I made
I
it
hear
safely.
It was a dangerous traversal for you, being that you're born and raised in LA.
Yeah, in South Pasadena, and it's been pouring rain, like really bad, scary
Right,
thunder,
like 2
lightning.
inches.
2.5 whole inches.
An infant could drown in it.
Guys, there have been mudslides. I don't know where you come from,
Right.
but in Los Angeles,
You're not
it's
used to the thing
mayhem.
called weather.
It's scary.
Do you? But isn't it also scary that the city shuts down when the little rain hits the road? Like
Yeah.
people freak out. It's so hard to tweet and drive when other people are
It is
concerned about
hard.
the wet road.
We're not us Los Angelinos. we're not the greatest at driving in the rain.
Tell me
There's
about.
so much else to
I'm
do.
supposed to ask about your character Annie right now, but I want to
Oh.
talk about your experiences growing up in LA.
I heard that you have another more serious question that you might want to ask me.
I wasn't
Kevin.
gonna pop it right now, but listen, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I'm thinking fall wedding, and here's why. Let's make it. Let's make it.
Quiet, let him ask like a gentleman.
Let's make it a destination event. Closest friends and family. But I was wondering, could I take your hand for a second? I'm a little nervous. Oh my God!
I'm shaking.
Let's just both breathe through this.
Okay.
I was wondering if maybe later I could poke you on Facebook and.
The way you said poke just now was like
I don't know.
really
Maybe whip out the
touched
Polaroid
me.
and take some artsy photos of you.
I do.
We will! I'm going to make you the most unhappy woman in the world. You're going to be miserable.
I can feel it already.
Yeah,
is this what it's like to work with this guy all the time?
That's what it's like to be in my sphere of influence. Sorry.
I feel uncomfortable. See? Yeah, I can relate. Wow.
So the character of Annie, she's pretty reserved and yet still coming out of her shell. Something tells me you do not have that problem.
Kevin, what gives you that idea? No, we're a little different. I think I was more similar to her when I was in high school. I think was maybe a little more shy. Maybe. Not really in college. Definitely not now. Although
What happened in college? What was your college experience?
Well, I have reference before. I told Carson Daly a little bit about my nudity in college.
So you shouted into a void about nudity in college. Okay.
It was, people made a big stink about it, like I was this big nudist in college, but I wasn't. It was a humorous thing. It was the context. It was all about context.
What, was it improv nudity?
No, it was, yeah.
Give me a character in place and I'll be nude there.
No.
Because I would sign up for that show. I'm
Naked,
watching.
swinging from trees. CalArts had a very relaxed clothing optional policy at the time. They may not still. It's a really great school. I learned a lot there about acting. And clothing was optional everywhere but the cafeteria. But the truth is, my favorite thing to do was in acting class, I played a game called Knock Knock, It's My Butt. And so in acting class, we had these doorways that you could use for a scene.
Let's show not tell this. That's okay.
It's like a doorway.
Okay.
Okay, well, you don't have one here. So
but we can imagine, we can improv a door. There's a door, okay.
Okay, so say...
Let's get to the...
Okay. So say there's a door here.
There's
and
a door there, yeah.
You would be... It's going to be a little anticlimactic. And I would... No, you don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to knock, and you're inside the house.
When do we get to the butt part?
And
When do
you're
we
like,
get to the...
who's there?
When do we get to that?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'd be like...
Who's there?
And then you'd open the door, and I'd be standing here, but like with my pants down, and you'd see my butt.
Okay, see, that would have been a good payoff. You could have... That would have been just fine.
See, now if you just imagine it, and I'd be like...
Oh, I get it now. You guys... Yeah.
So that was the game.
So that was a great... Was this an accredited college? Was your certificate handwritten and in crayon?
Teachers weren't always there when I was playing Knock Knock, It's My Butt.
I'm sure they were there every second you were playing
The
that.
students really liked it, though.
You are, whether or not you want to, you're going to have to come back on the show because we ran out of time tonight.
Oh, no!
There's a clip of you with Tyler Shields. Famous. We have to get to it. It's black and white. It's slow motion. It's very sexy.
Thank you.
But we're going to have to save it for another time because Knock Knock, Where's My Butt
I'm
was
sorry.
Pretty the highlight of our day. I think we can go out on that
With
note.
the proposal and everything, it's been an exciting day here.
I'll grab the Polaroid film and we'll make a night of it. Allison Brie, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Pleasure meeting you. You guys, Community airs Thursday nights on NBC.
Still ahead, it's an AOTS classic, Nerd MMA.
That's right, see two fighters square off in our ring. Spoiler, one of them kind of gets KTFO'd. Coming up Monday on an all-new Attack of the Show, we'll check out the brand-new Chumby One on Gadgetpron. It connects to any Wi-Fi hotspot and has over 1,500 free widgets. Then we've got a rundown of the best snowboarding blogs and sites to help you learn how to snowboard in BlogWatch. And it's Twitter apps on WebTools. We'll show you ways to upgrade your profile with one click and find out who's no longer following you. See it Monday. When is that move ever appropriate? It looks...
Always! The best!
Okay.
It's time for an AOTS classic, and this is one of the best.
Yes. Back on November 13th of 2007, Attack of the Show decided to step into the world of mixed martial arts by pitting two cage fighters from Total Fighting Alliance against each other in our little studio.
But after each round, the fighters Phillip Brown and Eric Nelson had to answer nerdy trivia questions.
Of course, when the bell rang, we were kind of unaware of two things. One of our combatants would later go on to reality TV stardom on the VH1 show Daisy of Love.
And number two, the trivia portion of the event really doesn't matter when one of the guys absolutely smashes the other.
Yeah, that too.
The match will alternate between the two events, a physical fight and a mental challenge. This is unlike any event of its kind, and in the end, we will find out who is the ultimate nerd in mixed martial arts.
All right, so here are the rules for today's fight. Each of the 5 rounds is worth 1 point. No kicking or elbows while the fighter is down, no striking to the throat or the groin, and no Vulcan nerve pinches.
True. Now, there's also no eye gouging or fish hooking. Just so you know, if a fighter gets knocked out, unfortunately the fight is over, but hopefully that won't happen.
All right, you met him earlier. Let's run it down, though. Here are the fighters, ladies and gentlemen. First up, it's Phillip Brown. He's 19 years old, 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighs $165, loves God of War, and is definitely into Star Wars.
His opponent is Eric Nelson, 23 years old. He is 6'1" and 155 pounds. He likes Halo, Heroes, and manga.
All right. The excitement in here is palpable. It sounds like we're hooking them up on like a MySpace or something like that.
A little
Ladies,
bit.
loves Halo.
Good as always.
Phillip Brown on the right hand side of your screen, Eric Nelson on the left.
Richard, Phillip is definitely the underdog in this, right?
No, Phillip just has. He's a newbie.
He's just fighting left. He fought left.
But he's been training for ages. I mean, he's got some serious training.
Yeah. Eric Nelson is definitely the veteran here with a 3-2-1 record. Eric Nelson has a much smaller. Phillip Brown definitely has a much smaller record, but
Richard, I kept hearing that Eric is the ballroom brawler. It looks like he's trying to take down Phillip right now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what I like here is Phillip was a wrestler in high school.
Eric just gave him his back.
Phillip was a wrestler
This is
in high
a
school.
very bad position here for Eric Nelson.
He's got to protect his arm there. He's going for an arm bar.
So what is he doing? Is he trying to get up?
Phillip is trying to get. He's going for an arm bar.
a little bit too high on his back to get a land single in here. So he's trying to go out the back door.
He did.
There it's out.
The knees here.
Fighters can have good knees. Oh! Takedown.
There's that wrestling background of Phillip.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely seeing all of his wrestling moves he's learned in high school. I mean, that whole series was just wrestle.
Yep. And Phillip Brown still wrestles in Masters, which is,
Oh, now he's throwing some punches.
He's got him in the mouth.
Oh!
Eric.
Oh, God.
Trying to get out clean, looking for the arm. Let's
Eric
go.
is looking like he's...
Phillip is out. That is it. Oh, wow. A brutal knee there in the first round. Phillip took that one.
But Phillip is not knocked out. Looks like he's still there.
Yeah, he's all right. Wow, that'll do it. All right.
So now, Richard, is he out or is that just the first count?
That's it.
Nope.
That is out. That is a knockout. Phillip is down. Eric looks surprised that he took him down with that one. But that was well placed. Let's get some EMTs in there. Let's make sure everybody's all right.
All right, we got Eric Nelson, winner by knockout.
Let me get around here.
Great fight, guys. Great fight. Great fight.
Of course, to show a camaraderie. These guys are warriors. Don't worry. If you're worried at home, and I know you had concern for him.
I was like,
Guy's just fine. He was pretty fine. He came back for a rematch against Eric Nelson on another episode of our show, which he lost as well, I think. But,
well, before we go, give us a call. We want to know how you want to spend your Valentine's Day.
yes, and we know that how you want to spend Valentine's is probably going to be very different from what you're actually going to do on February 14th. I can't do the motion. So give us a call at 805-268-7123 and chat with us about Valentine's. Now, here's your chance to do some good in the world.
Don't go anywhere because the Hope for Haiti Now telethon starts right now.
Yes, thanks to my guest host, Miss Alex Simwise. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. Good night.